Hey folks, welcome back to Fallout 4. Last time we got to Atlas Summit, the hidden bunker owned by the Enclave in the glowing sea. We opened it up. Now, let's head inside and find out what's going on down here. A nondescript entrance with these neat plasma lights that I quite like. Take the elevator down and find out what's inside. Hope you guys are as excited to check this place out as I am to show it to you, because it's a very well done little player home that I quite enjoy. And like I mentioned last time, we may be utilizing it to a degree. When we walk in here, this place is a bit of a mess. Not active, and there's that very angry alarm. And using anything says, oh, the base is low on power. Get used to that alarm, because you're going to be hearing it for a bit, unfortunately. Not really much I can do about that. I'm inside, and we get the option to restore the bunker. Well, we can do that, though. We're going to clear the place out. Hey, 42. Nice. Level up real quick. We've been leveling up once or twice per episode now, and I quite like that. We were putting points into agility to increase our ability to sneak. Ooh. We'll be ripping the legendary off that. Probably won't use it, but hey, it's neat. So, this place has several areas. I want to check them all out and loot them before we reboot the bunker here. But, we'll give the terminals a quick read. So this one is the Atlas Summit Station Communications. You can check the system uplink, which gives you no response. Anything but the Chicago Field Communications bunker, which is pending. Also check the satellite status. Satellite status, that is a difficult phrase. Which gives you the uplink to the Bradley Hercules nuclear satellite and tells you there is one warhead salvo of 15 projectiles remaining, which we have beacons for. Let's head further inside. So, we got two choices here. We got the barracks and the war room. Let's take a look at the barracks first. More synths. Sure, at this point, you guys can imagine what happened at this place. The Institute raided it, killed everybody inside. That's a fucking courser. Right here, we've got Lance Corporal Spears. Wonder if its first name is Ronald. If he was a lieutenant, then I would laugh, but hey. No Lieutenant Spears for us. He's got a personal log on him, as well as his XO1, which we'll take. Check out his personal log, shall we? Find it. Halen's personal log. There we go. Welcome, Lance Corporal Spears. Final log. Enclave personal log, Ronald Spears, Lance Corporal. Can I zoom in? There's a way to zoom in my cow. Sign Squad, Sigma Squad, Echo Air Cavalry Division. Log entry. This will be my only entry. I don't even see the point in submitting reports anymore. My fellow squad mates are long dead, and I fear I will soon be joining them. Bunker's power is low, and all the security locks are failing. Picking up strange energy readings all morning, and I know they aren't from command. My XO2 power armor's fusion core ran out of juice while I was out scavenging for food, and I had to abandon it in some old gas station. I think I'll take an old suit out of our XO1s and try to make it back west towards Chicago. Staying here will only get me killed, especially since those strange readings are becoming more frequent. Fortunately, the damage to my vertibird has limited my fuel capacity to a few miles. I'll have to leave it here and head out. Obviously, Spears here didn't make it. He didn't make it. So, the other thing that's in this room is the option to restore the summit. We're going to leave that be for now. and loot the place before we clean it up.
Useless.
Most of these doors are going to be inaccessible to us for the minute. However, across the hall, there was the war room, which we didn't look at yet. Can't get in here until we restore the base, so I'm going to quickly loot everything, and I will be back right before I restore power. Right, I have looted the place. Let's restore the bunker. Trying to figure out if this is the bunker that I'm thinking of, because we've got a couple. There's one that is considerably more expansive than the others. I'm trying to remember which one it is. We have buried Lance Corporal Spears and used the supplies he was gathering to restore Atlas Summit to full working order. Damaged vertibird was discovered in an old hangar bay, however, due to the damage, it has limited range. Some display items you leave packed up and placed in the hallway of the bunker sublevel to unpack later. You can now build Enclave settlement options. They are located under Decorations MISC, and we've unlocked the Enclave paint job for all XO1 power armor. And we've also helpfully buried Lieutenant Spears here. Let's head back inside our bunker, and now that the power is restored, get the place out. As well close the door behind us. And you can lock that as well, if for some reason you want to lock the place down. There's a terminal on the wall by the door that you can, it's got the same options as the one outside to open and close the door. Quite cool. I always love the little touches like that, making the doors lockable, things of that nature, to make it feel like a real bunker. I've always had a soft spot for bunkers and underground living and that sort of thing. Always kind of wanted to live in one, honestly. And just, not have to worry about upkeeping a lawn or a house or anything of that nature. And nobody can ever bother you unless you unlock about 100 feet of steel. You know, that's the real way to live. So, we got some decontamination arches, and these will remove any radiation you're dealing with. And now, everything is up and running. Most of this stuff is just flavor. We've got the comms terminal here, and it's all active and running.
Busted.
Reopen everything up. This is the barracks room now that it's actually intact. It's quite nice in here. Down the hall. I just do a 180. I may have hit in there. It's down the hall. We've got some power armor repair stations and such. I am apparently combat. No, I just don't have any power armor. A weapon storage locker. We've got all sorts of nice stuff up here. Got our medical room. Chemistry. Auto dock, which can heal crippled limbs and addictions. Got a Robco Reconstructomatic, which I believe allows us to change our appearance. Old medical terminal here. Number of things. So let's head back out and finally get a look at that war room from earlier. Showers and stuff back here. Not the direction I meant to go.
Jammed.
This, folks, is the war room, and this table over here, if we inspect it, will do the same thing as that iBot did way earlier on and show all map markers. So we're just going to do it for funsies. Additionally in here, a bunch of flavor text, including a chalkboard, word Wanderer on it. It's quite obviously talking about us. Anything else in this room that's of use? Goes to 2A. However,
No use.
here's the command section. Quite impressive. It has number of displays with Enclave memorabilia, pictures of Enclave presidents, and a big couch. Very nice couch. A coffee machine. Make some coffee. This leads to the presidential wing, aka our quarters. It's a map of the world in Fallout verse. Kind of neat to see. You don't often see world maps in Fallout. Again, more Enclave displays. Another world map back here with some tactical stuff. Basically a giant map that says "fuck China," which I wholeheartedly approve of. Our terminal. Not a whole lot here. There's a holotape, the game Atomic Command, but no remote connection, and the hard drive has been a working TV over here, which displays the news broadcast from before the bombs dropped. And in here, got quite a nice little personal bedroom with an upgraded 10mm pistol by the bed, which I heartedly approve of. Quite nice in here, honestly. It's very well done. There was a lot of little details, a lot of attention paid. But even this stuff isn't the real draw of this bunker. Over here leads to 2A. Now, this place is huge, it's expansive, it's got a lot of shit in it. We're gonna continue our walkthrough, but know that we'll be in here for quite a bit of time. We've got another security station checkpoint here. Nothing really special. It's got some security cameras. Down here, this is the hangar bay. This is the damaged vertibird that all those logs are talking about, as well as a neat little Enclave Airborne Brigade 23rd Air Cavalry Division insignia with some vertibird silhouettes and such on there. It's cool. Now this particular vertibird will take you to, I believe, that outpost where we found the keys to this place. Nowhere else, so it's much less useful than our usual bird. Not a whole lot of reason to come in here, but I did want to show you that. Let's see. Down the hall a bit, we've got the rec room. Has some neat stuff in it. Another recreational terminal with some games. The mess hall. The weapons depot. An armor and weapons workbench, as well as another power armor modification area. Whole bunch of storage for weapons and ammo that you can't use, unfortunately. A depot terminal, which doesn't have much on it. It's mostly just a sign-out sheet for your weapons. And this is a neat little automated range here that you can actually pop up some targets and shoot. Pretty cool. However, Sector 2C is the real reason we wanted to come here. Head down and figure out what's going on down here, shall we? A bit of an elevator ride. These vaults are pretty deep. Now, I will warn you, this section of the vault and the things associated with it are A, incredibly cool, and B, very, very, very buggy. So, we've got 4 vaults, numbered 1 through 4 down here. And if we press them, it tells us we need to complete some simulations in order to gain access to vaults. Now, I know what's in these. I've done these simulations before. You guys don't. Some of it is very neat. Now, you may be asking Eternal, what the fuck does it mean by simulation? What are you talking about? You madman. Why would you willingly subject yourself to this? And you, anonymous YouTube viewer, I would tell, I have absolutely no sense of self-worth. But simulations are very, very similar to Operation Anchorage, Fallout 3. Which It was one of my favorite DLCs for that game. In here, we've got a sim pod. You may recognize as the fucking memory machine from later in the game if you played through this. This thing is neat. In order to use it, we need to grab one of these simulation seats. Now, some of these simulators, or simulations rather, are better than others. However, the rewards that we get from them are quite neat. So, go ahead and take off our stuff. Put on simulation suit. Now, on this terminal, we've got a memo. Notice from Base Commander. While awaiting the conflict to be resolved in the capital wasteland, Robco has supplied the government with a prototype holographic simulation pod. Troopers are expected to use only official training simulations and will be subject to court-martial if any tampering is discovered. Notice, ensure you have chosen a simulation program and are in the approved simulation suite when using the training pod. Signed, Lieutenant Briggs, Base Commander. Now, each one of these simulations has a note attached to them. We're going to go through them in order 1 through 4. And the way to make these function properly is you first close any running programs. Re-enter the go to simulation 1. That will reset the program and run it. Simulation Room 1. Parameters Safety Protocol disengaged. Location outskirts of Anchorage, Alaska. Objective: secure the Chinese intelligence bunker. Remarks: this scenario places you in the boots of an American soldier during the Anchorage conflict before the Great War. Your unit has just discovered a secret intelligence bunker deep in an unsuspecting cave. It is your duty to clear it out and find the enemy intelligence briefcase located in orders. This simulation, first one, utter bullshit. I'll tell you why. It took me about an hour and a trip to YouTube to figure out what in the fuck we're meant to do here. It may seem straightforward, but it's not. The note continues, due to the limited hardware capacity of this facility, the entire conflict is far too complex for the Robco systems that were implemented during the bunker's construction. So, that is now active. I'm going to quit save because this can break. Let's hop in the pod. Hope you like dialogue spam. The way that the mod author has implemented this is simultaneously clunky and genius. See why in a moment. Hear that? Everything we were carrying on us was just removed. So in the top right, we're gonna get dialogue for every item we had getting yanked off our body. He placed some default stuff on us. Army of Fatigues. We get a short combat rifle. We got 15 stim packs. 259 rounds of 45. Sneaking is absolutely essential in this particular simulation. Now, when I say that this thing is fucking broken at times, see what I mean in a minute. The only things I'm going to pick up in here are stim packs and ammo. Obviously, we cannot take anything with us. Leave anyway. We exit the simulation, as it is not real. It is only a simulation. Killing these soldiers doesn't even give you XP. Also, this outfit is broken because I don't have a Pip-Boy on. I am going to immediately switch to a Chinese uniform because the stats are slightly better and will increase our damage threshold. I do have a bit of 5.56, so I'm also going to switch to an automatic assault rifle. God, I hate the assault rifles, quote unquote, in this fucking game. The phrase assault rifle is... There's no such thing as an assault rifle. It's not a real thing. I really should make a mod that just renames these to combat rifles. Or just automatic rifles. Fucking something that's not a buzzword. Can quickly just walk through and drop all these Chinese. You know, remove some communism from the world. As you can see, things are a bit buggy. These NPCs, when they die, they tend to break. Thankfully, I've been through this once already, so I can avoid the 20 minutes of desperately trying to figure out what in the fuck I'm meant to be doing. When you come in here, you want to kill all of the soldiers. I'm going to take their ammo and such. I want to head in here. There's a power armor frame there that you cannot use because you do not have a fusion core. Here, there's nothing in particular of use. You can grab the pre-war money if you want. I don't know why he bothered putting this in here because really quite pointless. Sometimes this spawns useful weapons that might help you get through. I think that may be why he put it there. You know, I honestly don't know if I can take any of this out. If I can, I'm going to be irritated. I want to proceed down this hallway. And this hallway has a number of rooms. Go through each one and remove the communism. Yeah, and watch the soldiers glitch out when you kill them. You know, you could just chalk that up to it being a simulation. Back here, there's a command quarters access card. You need this to proceed. Pick it up off that back table. Then, I head down the hall. Again, remove the communism. Be careful because these guys can very easily kill you. Thankfully there's water fountains here if you run out of stim packs or anything like that. Pick up their rifles to get more ammo, corpses, the whole deal. This guy is fun because he'll either go all twitchy like that. Sometimes his legs will continue cycling after you kill him. It's fairly amusing. We'll use that Coast Guard hat we just picked up as a barometer for whether or not we can take things out of this simulation. We'll see if we still have it when we mix it. I forgot to sneak. Now, you have very little armor in this simulation, so you will take a ton of damage. Don't be afraid to mag dump if you need to. There's an officer there. He's clipped through the wall. Every time I've done this simulation, he's clipped through the wall. Shoot him when his limbs pop out. Come on. Pop out, bud. Yeah, he doesn't. Now, would you like to take a guess why this is bullshit and why I spent 20 minutes stuck here? This door leads to a bathroom. Now, can you guess it? Where the fuck are the officers' quarters? You got the key card. There's no other doors in this hallway. Where are they? That dude's clipping through a wall. The officers' quarters are right fucking here. Maybe saying, Eternal, that's super obvious. There's super obviously a door here. Look at the texture and everything. I'm an idiot. I didn't notice this. The fucking keycard slider for it is back here. It's bullshit. He went to bed. He didn't even care. So yeah, back here is, you know, how to end the simulation. The enemy intelligence is right there. Now you're technically supposed to empty your inventory before you exit the simulation, or you could get stuck permanently in a white screen. However, it didn't happen this time. Let's see, did we keep stuff? No. You keep absolutely nothing. Which is fine, because it would be super OP. However, now we have access to Vault 1 in the Atlas Summit Vault. All our stuff, by the way, it's right here. I'm going to leave it here for the moment. I'm going to pick up our stim packs and heal ourselves real quick. We took some damage in there. Now, remember, every time you come out of these simulations, close the running program, otherwise it will break. Simulation 2. Parameters none, location none. Objective: explore and get to the end of the counter in the kitchen to find the intel briefcase. Remarks: Hey Alan, I altered this sim room to have fun and sort of boost morale down here. With the war against the Brotherhood in the capital wasteland becoming a serious threat, we will probably be pulling out of this place soon anyway. So none of the brass will find out. Lieutenant Corporal Spears, who was the guy upstairs that we heard. Again, give it a quick save. Up back in the pod. The Enclave like video games. Who could have guessed? Kindred spirits. This one takes a second to load and it's a little bit weird. So, same deal. You spawn in a bunker. There's a few things that we can grab here to make our lives a little easier. Including this helmet. Immediately. Go on for the extra 10 damage protection. Again, we start with a single shot combat rifle. However, they're very, very small. We're absolutely tiny. It's a tiny level. I love it. It's great. These forager ants are fairly dangerous, so try to kill them quick. I'm actually gonna slow-mo these guys, because I've got no damage resistance and they can fucking murder you. So, our objective is make it to the kitchen, find the intelligence, and leave the sim. However, let's explore. There's some neat stuff. You can see these magazines up close. Check out this bed. It's cool. How much ammo did I start with? Inventory, ammo. We started with 200 rounds of 45. Amazing. It's weird that the US is using 45 as their combat ammo, and the Chinese are using 5.56. That door is not amazing. Okay, it's difficult to get that open. Anything in here? I never really explored this. We're now getting all the critical strike notifications for the Anchorage bunker. This place is full to the brim with enemy soldiers. These guys are fairly tough. I'm also a terrible shot with this rifle, so forgive me. So again, we're just going to switch right over to the Chinese uniform, because it actually provides you a little bit of damage resistance. I think there's much in here. Bunch of Chinese troops. Like I said, terrible shot with this rifle. Thankfully, that guy didn't seem to want to shoot me. I want to loot these guys to get their 5.56 because we're going to need the ammo. I'm already running out of 45. Interestingly enough, all the Chinese officers have 44 revolvers on them for some reason. Oh, that's super useful. Okay, so there's some oil that they spilled here as a defense. Actually, rat poison. It'll do a ton of radiation damage to you, but since I have ghoulish, I've got this weird radiation invincibility thing going on. Not entirely sure why. Seems to affect us. I thought maybe it was the riot armor, but I think we may just be straight immune to radiation through some weird confluence of perks. Regardless, walking through that rat poison will actually heal us very quickly. Let's keep investigating these rooms here. My kingdom for a frag grenade. For Chinese troops here. So much for the sneak attack when I can't fucking aim. Kick on this fucking rifle is just terrible. This is why I don't use vanilla weapons. They're a great way to just fucking burn through ammo all day long. We're already out of 45. Thankfully, I've been picking up 5.56 off these Chinese. Again, this is another video that's just gonna get completely fucking demonetized by YouTube. There's a bathtub full of rat poison. That is fucking terrifying. Jesus Christ. 5 to work with. However, I'm going to switch to AR. Oh, yeah. Option. We've got a bit of 5.56 to use. Well, what I want to know is, if these are Chinese weapons, how the hell did so many even make it to the Commonwealth after the bombs fell? A lot of fucking Chinese. Stop wasting my ammo! Bastards. Why do they have weird anti-aircraft sights? Let's see, did they drop an improved one? I need it to be automatic. This one might be better. How's the sight on this? Oh, ew. Can I? No. Okay, it doesn't work with vanilla weapons. First option is that. Shame I can't keep all the ammo and such. It'd be nice to hang on to. Where's that blade? Nowhere. That is the wrong way. We want to go this way. Now, you don't technically have to hit all these rooms, but it's kind of neat to check out. This is the kitchen. Where we need to be for the mission. Love how quick the reload is on this thing, though. Not really a bad weapon. Hey, sneak attack. Nice. Get him to lose me. There we go. Drop that guy. My kingdom for a suppressor, and, like I said earlier, a frag grenade. Bet you the reason none of these dudes are carrying grenades is because the mod author couldn't figure out how to do the physics on the giant objects. Still neat that he did this, though. I'm not knocking him. I'm just theorizing. Die! Fucking commies. Oh boy. Why the fuck can't I hit that dude? Oh, we're overweight. Son of a bitch. Do we have an improved AR? Let me drop that. These. I'm picking up all these rifles to get the fucking ammo out of them. Ooh, radiation, we can heal. I guess not. Why the fuck am I not taking rad damage? That's super weird. I think it might be a bug with the ghoulish perk where I just straight don't take rad damage anymore. Bunch of combat rifles. 45 ammo. I'm gonna have to look into that. That is very, very, very strange. Again, gonna dump off more crap. That. Need those. Right there. So we need to figure out a way to get up onto the counter. Now there are a number of ways that you can get over there. Over there is the mission. You can actually kind of see it. We gotta do a bit of climbing. More ants. Oh, we actually get XP from the ants. Again, slow-mo because these guys will kill me. That makes it 1,000 times easier to hit him. So, go around that way for some reason. That's weird. We need to find a path up top. More commies to kill. Why he's running face first into a wall. All that AI is amazing. More assault rifles to get you in a minute. However, thankfully that means more ammo for me. It was good because we're starting to run out. Obviously this is Christmas. Couch here. Now I need a path up onto the trying to remember how to get up there. Oh, I can go along the top of the couch. Perfect. Again, don't know why he included those and then decided not to let you keep the items after you exit. Oh. Well, didn't mean a melee there. Collisions are a little weird on those boxes. It's a very tiny Chinese bunker here. Way smaller than it should be. I think you quite got the scaling on that. Come on. Do this jump again. There we go. Over here, our enemy intelligence. And that is Simulation 2 complete. So, I'm going to call it here. Those were the first two of the Enclave simulations and access to Vault 1 and 2 in the Vault. Next episode, we will do 3 and 4, one of which is very short, and the other of which is extremely long and annoying. We'll go open the 4 vaults, and you'll get to find out what's inside. It's quite neat, I'm telling you. I hope you enjoyed the neat little diversions from regular Fallout gameplay and checking out the bunker. Hope to see you next time. Catch you later. Bye.